Hello Capricorn, welcome to your March 2019 He Said, She Said reading. Thank you for joining us. My name's Michelle.
Hello Capricorn, I'm Richard.
We're here to deliver your channeled messages for the month. Before we get into the oracle cards, I wanted to quickly mention about the He Said, She Said personal readings that we have. If you'd like your own, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. We're offering a special at the moment, and that's with Richard and I. So let's get started here. Capricorn, from Alice the Wonderland, you've got Do Not Drink Poison. So this one is about not doing bad things, or doing things that you know are bad for you, rather. There's an energy here of avoiding toxic situations, people or relationships, and not partaking in what you know is not best for you. It may be a harmful relationship, it could be changing toxic habits, or just improving your life. What I also feel around this is it may be about changing unhealthy, harmful thoughts and beliefs about yourself. So here it's an energy of suffering unnecessarily, perhaps even holding on to relationships that have hurt you, or even straight out denial that something is poisonous or toxic and can hurt you. So let's see where this goes. From Wisdom of Avalon, as the energy around you, you've pulled the card of perception.
So what this says here is that this is the time to slow down and observe from all angles. This calls for objectivity and a willingness to observe your life and others through a neutral pair of eyes. Within you, awareness is transcending your ego's separated sense of self. Rise above it through your soul and know that things aren't always what they appear to be. This marker brings clarity and asks you to look and wait.
Okay, let's take a look here, Capricorn. There's either a toxic situation, a toxic person. You may even be thinking toxic thoughts about a situation or person. So let's see where this goes. I'm using the Tarot de la Nuit for the energy of the person that you are dealing with here, Capricorn. And Richard will be using the Universal Waite deck. So let's have a look at the energy of the person that you're dealing with, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw as you see it, how they feel about you, how you feel about them, the strength of the relationship, let's pull these down a little, the weakness of the relationship, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock to that, and the potential outcome. Now Richard will lay down his layer.
This is their energy, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they see you, how you see them, the strength of your relationship, the flaw of your relationship, the potential of your relationship crossed by any roadblock, any outcome.
Okay, let's take a look and see what the energy is of the person that you're dealing with here. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so automatically I get an energy around this person of guarded. More than anything, I feel that there's I get a feeling around them that you not to approach. And I don't know what it is, but I almost get a bit of aggression behind this. I don't normally see that with the Seven of Wands, but in this case I feel like there's aggression behind this guardedness.
Yeah, usually it's just defense, right?
Yeah.
But now you see some aggression
I
there
see
too.
some aggression behind it.
So we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now this could be your energy, Capricorn, since you are an earth sign. And Knight of Pentacles in reverse talks about a bit of sort of lazy energy, really, not willing to put the hard work in for that long-term goal, possibly looking for a short-term fix.
Let's see what they bring to the table when it comes to you here, Capricorn. What they're bringing to you is the Six of Wands in reverse. So with this one, there may have been a sense of being defeated, or that there has been a lack of success around this situation. Again, it's perception. We're talking about perception here. So perceived failure, perceived lack of success.
And we've got the Knight of Cups here, which talks about a possible offer being made. So if you are thinking of going back to a bad relationship. I think this is sort of a signal of that, or even the possibility that you want a bad relationship to come back, something that you believe has failed in the past. I think that's more an issue of that. I don't think it's them coming back to you with an offer. I think it's your willingness to make an offer to them.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look and see what the flaw is of this person as you see it. Temperance as the flaw. So what I get around this here is it's kind of a neutral energy that I feel around this. It's like, it's kind of like somebody, the energy that I pick up around this is kind of like feeling like somebody doesn't care enough to fight for something, or to be, it's not exactly dramatic, but it's a sense of doing something. It just seems, it's a little bit of ambivalent energy that I'm picking up. You know, someone who is just trying to keep things under the radar. I want to see what this is, because that's yeah.
So the nine of Pentacles. So
yeah.
This person appears to be single and happy to be single. Happy to be, they seem to be doing okay on their own, and that's the flaw of this relationship.
Yeah, and I did get this sense around this person of not wanting conflict. They don't want to. That's why I think that if you're someone here who is trying to communicate to them, they're not interested. And there's a little bit of aggression behind this, I feel. The main reason why they're defensive is because I feel that they are trying to maintain what they have in their life. They don't want to be affected by conflict, drama. They're just trying to keep things on an even keel, mainly because I get ambivalence when it comes to someone approaching them with an offer.
In Capricorn, I think what needs to be added here is that it appears this person isn't good for you anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look and see how they're viewing you here, Capricorn. The moon in reverse. So with this one, what I get is that there may have been some confusion in the past about how things were going, what this person wanted from you, or what you wanted from them. But I get that that's clearing up now. There is things that have been brought to light, or there are things that have become clearer in both your minds, I think, about this whole situation. You know, I get that in the past there may have been a lot of fantasy, it may have been a lot of even kind of an energy of just, it's not really delusion, but it's just that the circumstances allowed for not seeing things realistically. But there's a change in that. So let's have a look.
The World. So that's closure. So that they believe this is done with, over with. The cycle has closed out. It's not coming back. That's the energy, overall energy I'm getting from that card.
Yeah, it's like this person's kind of, I get a kind of they've woken up from some kind of illusion or fantasy, and now they are kind of, it's almost like they feel a sense around them of just wanting to ignore it or pretend it didn't happen. That's what I get here around this person. But it's mostly because how they either view themselves or how they want to be viewed by others. They don't want to be viewed as someone who's done something here, I think, that involved some kind of fantasy or illusion. Yeah, let's see how you are viewing them. Okay, the Lovers in reverse tells me that you've broken up with this person and there's a physical separation. So you view this as having separated from a lover, a partner. Let's take a look at the Male perspective, yeah.
So the Three of Wands in reverse, that's cancelled plans. It really that says pretty much the same thing as the Lovers card in reverse.
Yeah, that there's distance between you, physical separation. And while there was maybe something in the past that led you to believe, perhaps even this person to believe that there could be a possible future here, it seems like the circumstances have changed and now this person is not really wanting to engage.
Yeah, it's a very much a blocking kind of energy.
It is a blocking energy. But again, I get this aggression behind it, and I feel it's mainly because of how they view themselves. There's kind of a bit of a pride here. I also get that. Let's take a look and see what the strength is here. The Hanged Man as the strength. Well, again, we've got perception. What's giving this strength is how you're perceiving this, Capricorn. If this is you that feels like you've been unsuccessful with a love partnership, what is giving this power in your life is how you're perceiving this.
Yeah, especially if you're perceiving it as a failure or a defeat.
Yeah, it's definitely a feeling here of, I get needing to become enlightened about how you're perceiving this whole situation. It's like this person has woken up, but you haven't, or vice versa. Woken up from the fantasy element of it, and this person started to see the reality behind the illusion of it all, the fantasy, and put an end to it. But I do get this energy here of you're thinking of this as again, I get perceived failure. And the only thing that is giving this strength here is how you're perceiving it. Yeah, holding on. Wanting to hold on to this situation with that Four of Pentacles there.
Yeah, it seems to be valuable to you.
At least you think it is, but it can't be a card of someone who can be a bit, let's just say someone who holds on to something that isn't good for them.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of an energy of obsession.
Little bit.
Behind that card.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, let's
take a look at the weakness. The Ace of Cups in reverse, which tells me that this was an unrequited love kind of situation. One person felt more than the other person felt. Yeah. And
the Lovers again. So, you know, it's possible this person might have been a Gemini. That's a card of Gemini. We've got the card twice here. But the flaw here is, I think, the fact that they've made a big decision about this relationship, and that decision was to let it go. Yeah. Let's take a look and see what the potential is here. We've got the Fool in reverse, the Roadblock, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Well, the message with this is that to try and start again with this person would be a foolish task. Again, it's this energy here of not doing things that you know are bad for you. Yeah, it's reckless.
It's very reckless. Someone who doesn't consider the consequences before taking an action.
Yeah, I get the energy. It'd do more harm to you if you're the one making the offer here.
Yeah.
And we saw this up here. This Knight of Cups. If you were to actually bring that forward, it could be I think a devastating move for you, not so much for the person to whom you're trying to make the offer. You're
doing something foolish or reckless here could harm you starting over after this relationship. You know, there's an energy, there may even be an opportunity around you here for a new start, that clean slate. But it's not with this person, and that's clear. Let's take a look.
So we've got the Six of Pentacles in the upright, and the Roadblock is strength. So it's possible that you have support around you, and the Roadblock here is, I think it's more like moral strength. It's taming that inner beast. So in order to take full advantage of the resources around you. And this is not this person, by the way, that you're having this equal relationship with. It's somebody else, I'm thinking, somebody who's giving you support. And that the roadblock to that is not taming that inner beast.
You know, it seems like you may have a habit or two, and it's either you, Capricorn, or someone around you that you would do well to let go of. You may have people in your life that you keep giving time and space to, despite knowing you'll suffer afterwards, that you'll again be upset, disturbed by either their harshness or their unkindness, because it's clear that they don't feel the same way in this situation as you here, Capricorn. Now let's take a look at the outcome. We've got the Queen of Swords, so this could again be a Gemini person, male or female, air sign. But if not, then they may have air in their chart, or this is just indicative of someone who's made a choice and they feel that their choice is a correct one. And it's certainly someone who cuts things out of their life if they don't see it as going anywhere. Really, that's what I'm getting.
And then we've got the Nine of Wands here in reverse. It just talks about giving up.
Yeah.
Giving up the fight. Now, that's the Wounded Warrior in the upright.
Yeah.
In the reverse, it's somebody who's been fighting hard, but they've decided that it's not worth the fight anymore. It's time to give up.
Yeah, and Capricorn, the message here is about if you're holding on to someone here who it's unrequited love, and they don't feel the same way, and they're not coming towards you, they're being defensive, they don't want to engage with you in any way because they want to maintain things.
Their own balance. And how they don't want to upset. I get that they don't want to upset their situation. They may be in a situation where they're feeling quite comfortable at the moment. They don't want anything affecting that. But again, I get that there's more to this story because I feel like this person was very bad for you anyway. So we'll go into that further in part 2, and why and how this person was particularly bad for you. And so I hope that you join us there. If this is resonating, the link for part 2 will be below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. If we don't see you there, then we wish you all the very best here with this Capricorn. Don't forget, if you're interested in your own personal he said, she said reading, you can email me about the special, and the email is below in the descriptions box as well. It's gypsyinsights@gmail.com. So wishing you the best here, Capricorn. It's all about how you're perceiving a situation, and you can choose to remain drinking the poison or not. So we'll continue this in part 2. Bye for now, Capricorn. Bye, Capricorn. Goodbye, good luck.